Hello everyone! I'm really excited about today's Woman in Red video because it's an easy way to do pretty acrylic nails for beginners. Let's get started. You will need a thin brush, a medium-sized acrylic brush, liquid monomer, I recommend the odorless one because the chemical smell is reduced, a little cup, tissue paper, clear acrylic powder, top coat, and for this design I will be using red nail polish, red glitter nail polish, or you can use glitter, white nail polish, and black nail polish, but you can use whatever colors you want. I will put the links in the description of products or similar products that I use. I am using a nail polish remover cap with some sticky tack on the bottom to make sure it's stationary. This design can be done on your own natural nails, but for filming purposes I will use a plastic nail. If you are working on a fake nail like me, then you can use a pen with some sticky tack to put the plastic nail on it, so it would be easy to hold and work with. I am going to use a simple design for beginners with no filing and using a small amount of acrylic for more control. Start by painting a white base and use the thin brush to draw a head, neck, and shoulders like I do. You can draw two wide parallel lines and then connect them like a triangle on the bottom for the head shape. And then you can draw two smaller parallel lines for the neck and then curve the lines away from the neck and then down for the shoulders, as you see me doing. Next, draw a red hat on the top of the head like so. Start with a horizontal line on top of the head and then add a semicircle right above it. Add a thin line of red glitter polish or red glitter as you see here. For a more radiant look, for the polish I had to add a couple of layers. Then add top coat everywhere except the red hat because we will be putting acrylic on top of the red hat. The acrylic will move if you put top coat before applying it. Now, before we actually put acrylic on the design, look at some of the do's and don'ts here. I am using blue so you can see better. Take your medium-sized acrylic brush and dip it in your liquid monomer and swipe it against the side of the cup like so. Then dip part of it into your powder and hold it for about 3 seconds like so. Now take it out and practice by putting it on tissue paper, and you can see that this was a great bead because it had the right amount of liquid and so it could crystallize properly. With the next bead, I dipped my brush into the liquid and then swiped most of it off and then dipped it into powder. Now see that this one does not have enough liquid and therefore is very dry. As you can see, it's sticking to my brush and the bead is falling apart because it's so dry. With the third bead, I did not swipe my brush to remove liquid at all, and as you can see, the brush is dripping with monomer, so therefore my bead is too wet and it's not holding its shape and it will never dry. The first time I used acrylic, the beads were too wet and they wouldn't dry even after 24 hours, so please be careful. After practicing, let's actually put clear acrylic on our red hat. As you can see, my bead is dry but it is still manageable. Make sure to shape the acrylic depending on your design. It takes about 20 seconds to dry on its own, so that's about all the time you have to work with it. After it is dry, you can put a top coat over it and admire your masterpiece. But wait! You need to throw out any remaining liquid in the tiny cup. Also, slowly remove any excess acrylic crystals from the brush with any kind of stick or spatula. It doesn't matter, as long as you are gentle. We do not want to break any hairs on the brush. Make sure your brush is stored with some liquid still in the brush and upside down without the bristles of the brush bending, as shown. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something. Please like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to check out my other videos.